Hello everyone and welcome to a new addition to my Twitch and YouTube. This will be Assassin's Creed 3 and it'll be the opening video. So hope y'all enjoy. Okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So again, opening video for Assassin's Creed 3 on my Twitch and my YouTube. When I first streamed on Twitch, it'll be put to my YouTube later. I don't know about that. Skip registration. Like, I already told you I didn't want it, so. Okay, well, so this has multiplayer and stuff, and we're not worried about that. And we can always go to the extras and stuff later. But here you go, Assassin's Creed 3, Journey into the Colonies of America, witness the birth of a nation. So
used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. By a single group. The group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that earns our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free these both, but there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end. We're here. Let's go.
Okay, so I apologize about that, but I can't bring up a menu right now to change anything, so you're gonna have to deal with no subtitles for the moment. But this is the opening now for Assassin's Creed 3. It's all the opening video, and just now starting the campaign over for the second time. Hope y'all enjoy.
In another moment, down went Alice after it. Never once considered how in the world she was to get out again.
A little circle that goes back and forth like that, that's a save thing, so you know, for future reference.
I think we're here.
You must find the key.
Son?
Sir. Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect. Oh, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. Run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap. Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple is.
Okay, I got an achievement called Rude Awakening for completing that opening sequence there. And now it's time to go find out what the temple wants.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Sequence 1, a deadly performance. Here we go.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Such a wonderful recipe. Although absolutely impossible out of season, you understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
We also have a choir supplemented by some organic.
Good evening, sir. This way.
Look at this. This is pretty excellent. Oh, gosh.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child.
though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine. A lawyer is
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched.
Like me
We'll need to
too,
find
he
another
acts
way
in
up.
double capacity, both against rogues and for them.
I already have.
It is but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Sir, Black Mole had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so
now
as to bring her off.
we gotta find my way up to do my assassination part here.
I'm so sorry.
Sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to him if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may mention a book.
I believe that to be George Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
£40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. So I can get more by her staying in.
Betty hath brought more goods into our locked year than any five of the gang. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, leave her 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellows to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, my observation is right. We in the search of
Tis woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught the weakling of. Her very eyes confused when those tears find. She tricks us of our money with our hearts. Tis woman that seduces all mankind, like her we first were taught the weakling of. Her very eyes confused when those cheeks find. She tricks us of our money with our hearts. Like wolves by night, we round for prey and practice every fraud to bribe her cause. Citizens of love like law are one by night, and purity must be feed into our hearts. For her like wolves by night, we round for prey and practice every fraud to bribe her cause. Citizens of love like law are
stage fright.
Dutch courage, amici.
I make haste and you get boy.
Jeremy's really burning up the boards tonight.
Well,
He's
I'd
a
love to make it
marvel.
an easy one way or other.
When a gentleman is suspense, penitence may break his spine. Besides, certainty gives a man a good air upon his trial, and makes him risk enough.
Hey, Ethan. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Seize him! Killed in the upper balconies.
Oh my!
I've done no wrong. I swear. Anyway,
I beg your pardon.
did they find the killer?
We don't know who did it!
Set us
The man was killed back there!
Order! We must have order!
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in there? Order! We must have order! Move!
Hey!
Where are you going?
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you'll want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
A deadly performance, and it definitely was, wasn't it? Atlantic Ocean, Day 2.
All on the bowl and Kitty is my darling. All on the bowl and the bowl and the hall. All on the bowl and Kitty lives in Liverpool. All on the bowl and the bowl and the hall.
Some fresh air might do me good.
All on the bowl and the old man is a growling. All on the bowl and the bowl and
Alright, now what we're gonna do, let's see, options, is so it allows us to do the subtitles. see here. On. There we go. That's what we wanted. And with blood on. And there you go. Everything else is at 10. So that'll fix that problem now. From now on for the rest of the game. And then as well, that way you know how to access your memories. Your Animus database tells you a DNA tracker. DNA tracker, and it tells you everything you need to know. And obviously, here you go. Synchronize the ancestor and then the Royal Opera House where we just left. So there's only 3 memories in this first sequence. So we're already almost done with sequence 1. Just got to get through this part here, and sequence 1 will be done. Anyway, hope y'all have enjoyed so far. And then Animus database, 2% completed. And just like the other ones, has information on each of the events that goes on. About the characters, about the places. If you're curious and haven't played the last Assassin's Creed games, you might want to go back and read those. There's that. And that even shows all your, because I just went to recent entries, so that's the easiest one if you want to get rid of all those. Okay. And then notification center. Okay. Guess you can't really access it at the moment. But let's see here. We can always go to the training center to train more for later. Or if you want to reload the last checkpoint, leave Animus, restart memory, or quit. I'm just going to go to resume for now. And pick up right from here.
Good morning, Doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard. Rupert Martin, pleased to meet you.
ACIII Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal. More lurid. Who knows? Had to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
The irony. He didn't know I killed him though. Alright, so this is Fornorna, beginner. It's believed to originate in Madagascar. It is played on a 9-row by 5 column board of intersecting lines. Each player places 22 black and white pieces on the board, then tries to capture the opponent's pieces by moving his own along the lines with either approaching or opposing stone or withdrawing from one. Goal: capture all of the opponent's pieces. Rules: capture the opponent's pieces by moving toward them or away from them. When a piece is taken, all consecutive opponent's pieces stand behind that piece will also be captured. Capturing moves moves are mandatory. If no capturing move is possible, a player can move one piece to a neighboring empty slot. If capturing move is possible after taking opponent pieces, this player can keep chaining moves until no further capture is possible. It's forbidden for a piece to move to the same slot 2 times in one turn. Okay, so you move with the left stick, switch the camera stop with the left trigger, select a piece with A, cancel as B, and then Y to exit. Okay. Sure, I'll play first. You start the game, yeah. Use the piece selector to move pieces along the lines. Let's see here. Okay, so I get to play that one, okay. This is a very interesting game so far.
Got me there.
Literally cleaned his ass. Well, doing good so far. Let's see, he's got 7 left, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, it's evenly balanced right now. Okay. Go. Perfect. That's the only move I can make. Got him. Hell yeah. I'm talking about. It's pretty fantastic. Too bad it didn't actually give me anything like an achievement or anything for winning that. That's tough, you know. I figure out how to play, but that's a very. All right, let's see what this one is. Nine men's more, so this is something else different as well. Okay, Sometimes referred to as cowboy checkers, a 9-men's Morris is a board game that dates back to at least the Roman Empire. Played on a board with 9 stones for each player. Players alternately place stones, 3 stones in a row, and gives a player the right to remove an opposing stone. Goal: leave the opponent less with 3 pieces or block all of his possible moves. Rules: form mills to capture enemy pieces. A mill is formed when 3 of your pieces are placed in a straight line. Forming a mill allows the player to take an enemy piece of their choice that is not already part of a mill. And placement phase. Players place their pieces one after another in an empty on the board. Okay, whatever that means. Movement phase. Players take turn moving their pieces to a neighboring empty slot. Flying phase. When a player is left with only 3 pieces, he can move them to an empty slot on the board. Okay. And again, move with the left stick. Switch camera type with the left trigger. Set and select with the A button. B to cancel. Y to exit. Okay. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and start this. See what this is. Alright. Use a piece selector to place pieces on empty slots. Okay. We go right dead in the middle. Well, we can't actually. So go there. Now he sets one. Okay. Form mills by lining up 3 of your pieces to eliminate your opponent's pieces. Oh, nice counter move, jackass. Okay. It's really countering me every move because obviously all of ours are now countering each other. He's gonna put it on the opposite side. Yep. I'm gonna block yours too, bitch. Good try. Okay, gotcha. I guess there really isn't 3 in a row then, is it? Because I guess he got 3 in a row right there. Oh, well, I didn't have any more. Okay. Use the piece selector to do what? Okay. I can't do that. I can't jump the piece like that. The only thing I can do is move the one piece. Seriously? Can't move that one. That's done fucked myself. Yes, I can see, jackass. Shut up.
You figured out.
Shut up. I think so. I think he does got me figured out, though. Ah, shit. Well. Can't really move any of this other stuff, though. So all I can do is keep moving that one piece back and forth. Okay, good. Because I was going to say that was kind of harder to figure out. Alright, we'll try that at another time. See if we can get it figured out later. Now we've done interactions with all those, so let's go up to the main deck here. Like the way they did the beautiful skies and the structuring of the ship and everything. It's pretty awesome. Okay, on we go.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Oh, you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you be.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Look at how he bumbles about. Pathetic.
Anointed with the oil of gladness already, I will...
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, Matt, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mill. Whose side you on, anyway?
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Drop kick for you punk ass.
Never! How'd you like these odds?
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway. These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife, Beth.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
Goshen Day 28.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to end the stream here and be on the lookout for more streams of Assassin's Creed 3. This has been the opening edition, as you saw the little save marker. And so that's where we'll start off on the next stream. 1% in the Atlantic Ocean is where we left off. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next edition. Thank you guys for checking this video out.